Hi, I'm Jeff Gunn, and I'm very pleased to be here today with my friends at Guitar World. Today we're going to be talking about artificial harmonics. Now, most of us are familiar with natural harmonics, which are produced at the 12th fret, the 7th fret, the 5th, and the 19th, along with some other locations as well. When you want to produce artificial harmonics, we're going to take a G major chord, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to have to keep a 12 fret distance between our fingering hand and our strumming hand. Now, how you sound an artificial harmonic is basically by taking the thumb and the index finger. And you want to keep your index finger straight like that. And what you want to do is actually strike the string with the thumb. You want to place your index finger directly over top of the metal fret bar, basically 12 frets above the fingering hand. So if I'm at the 3rd fret on the 6th string, I'm actually at the 15th fret. If I'm at the 5th fret, I'm going to be at the 17th fret. If I'm at the 5th fret on the 4th string, again, I'm at the 17th fret. If I'm at the 4th fret, I'm going to be at the 16th, and then again on the 15th and 15th. So if I outline that chord using nothing but artificial harmonics, I'm going to do it like this. Now, you can also produce artificial harmonics by maintaining a 7 fret distance between the fingering hand and the strumming hand. In that case, if I have a G major chord and I'm at the 3rd fret on the 6th string, I can actually go to the 10th fret. And I can basically hit that harmonic right there. And I can also get, if I'm at the 5th fret, I can do it at the 12th fret, again at the 12th fret, then we're at the 11th fret, and then we're at the 10th fret and the 10th fret. So it sounds like this if I outline the chord. Okay. Now, one of the cool things you could do is actually move between artificial harmonic locations between a 12 fret distance and a 7 fret distance. If I outline these chords, it'll sound like this. And you can hear how without actually changing the chord shape, I change the sound purely by using the artificial harmonics with my strumming hand fingers. Now, let's add another variable into the equation. What we're going to do is we're going to add a regularly played note using our ring finger, our A finger. And all we're going to do is basically do an upstroke on the 1st string. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to strike the string using my thumb. And then I'm going to strike the string on the first string using my A finger here. So it sounds like this. If I outline the chord, keeping a 12 fret distance, we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and like that. Sped up, it sounds like this. And what I'm doing is maintaining a 12 fret distance. Now, I could do the exact same thing. I would outline that G major chord by keeping a 7 fret distance, basically. So I would start at the 10th fret, and I'm going to hit that harmonic, and then the 1st string, then the 12th fret, 12th fret, 11th, 10th, and even the 1st string if you want. Sounds like this. Now, if I actually go between locations, it sounds really great when you're combining a regularly played note with the actual harmonic. It sounds like this. Now, one of the other cool things we can do, I'm going to stay on my G major chord. I'm actually going to sound a regularly played note, again, using my ring finger, but I'm going to combine that and play the harmonic at the exact same time. Okay, now how do I do that? Well, what we have to do is you have to have your index finger straight. You're going to pluck the string, or the harmonic rather, using your thumb, and then you're going to take your ring finger and simultaneously use a motion like this, basically, where you're hitting the open, rather the regular played note and harmonic at the same time. It kind of looks like this when you play it. I'm going to outline the G, keeping a 12 fret distance, just like we did. And you can hear you have the harmonic and you have the regularly played note. I could do the same thing, keeping a 7 fret distance as well. Okay? And that works out beautifully when you're taking a chord progression, for example. If I take a D minor chord, and I'm going to use a combination of regularly played notes and artificial harmonics in combination, you can do some really cool things with regularly played common progressions. You can kind of decorate them. I'll give you an example going from a D minor to an A minor to a G. And you can see how you can take a regularly played progression using those three chords, and you can actually decorate it. One of the cool things you can do too is actually play entire chords using artificial harmonics. So if I bar, for example, using my first finger at the 3rd fret, across all 6 strings, and then I'm going to play all those notes using artificial harmonics, it sounds like this. Now, how did I do that? Well, what I'm going to do is actually take my index finger again, and I'm going to, this time, use my ring finger to simultaneously move across the strings at the same rate, and that way you get all the harmonics, and those artificial harmonics are produced. So I'd like to thank Guitar World for having me today. If you want to check out more of these techniques, you can visit my website at jeffgunn.ca and check out the book series Hidden Sounds. I'm going to end by playing a song that uses nothing but artificial harmonics. It's called Candle Lanterns.